Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Galactistar Animation, or Bronson if you may, because, well, I'm the guy who's running the channel and stuff, but welcome to one of my tutorial videos, because, well, I can't do a lot of animations at the moment, or upload animated content because of the fact that my Wacom is pretty much broken at the moment. It's kind of a stressful thing, you know, people go through the Wacom stuff, and it's really stressful when it fails on you, especially, it's not the Wacom itself, it's the cord, and that's a big issue. It's Bluetooth, but I'm just afraid of it dying on me while I'm working. But anyways, let's get back on the video. So I decided to make a little bit of a series or something of me teaching you guys the basics that I've learned with animation, and what you guys can do to improve your art or animation if you're into it and you do it just like I do. I'm talking to the famous YouTubers, guys. But anyways, let's get started, I guess. So, when you want to go into animation, you probably think, oh, this is going to be so cool, you know, I'm going to create a bunch of cartoons, and I'm just going to make a lot of money on YouTube and stuff, but hold on a sec. There's a lot that goes into animation, more than just drawing a few pictures and making them move. You know, to get started, when you really want to start animation, you want to start with drawing. Knowing the basics of drawing. And many people think when they start drawing, they go ahead and they create stuff like this. That is a stick figure. Now, a stick figure is not the best representation of a drawing unless you want to create stick figure animations, which is fine. I mean, a lot of people do it, like Alan Becker and maybe Draw the Jazza and people like that, but you can't really get a lot. You know, when you want to move up to the level that, hey, I want to create faces on these characters, I want to create a human form, you can't really do that when you're doing something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw my, the mascot of Galactistar Animation, who is Buddy, who I haven't introduced that much yet, but I am going to introduce him. He's on my YouTube logo, so yeah, you see him around a few times through my drawings and stuff like that, but I'm just going to have it do a representation here. So if you were to go ahead and start with drawing solid lines, which is what you did with the stick figure, you're going to go ahead and you're going to create something like this. And you're going to go ahead and think, okay, the fur kind of goes around him. Let's just extend that a bit. Okay, let's put some hair there, and let's put an arm. Oh, I don't care how long, finger here, finger here, finger here, finger here, and thumb there, and yeah, I guess, yeah, that's it. That's okay. That's all right. But that's not really. You do not want to be doing that a ton of times when you're animating and drawing things, you know? This is based on a form. A lot of drawings that you see on TV nowadays are built up by a skeleton, just like how CGI is. And CGI is pretty much using puppets on computers and stuff. But this is actually using a form as well. So if I were to go ahead and redraw this, I can totally see that I could start off with something like this. Now, hold on. Excuse my lighting here. Hope it's all right. But what I would want to do is to start off with a very rough sketch. And what I want to do with a rough sketch is you go along the lines and create the formed skeleton. So what I do with Buddy, I start off with a circle, and then I go ahead and draw the eyes, like so. And it doesn't have to be pretty. We're not making it look good yet. We're not looking, this is somewhat in the final stage in a way, but it's not really that great. Well, this, however, you can go ahead and you can kind of go over your lines. Don't pressurize in the pencil. When you're pressurizing in the pencil, don't do this. Move your pencil to the back of your hand, like so, and do this. Or go even lighter. This will allow you, so if you make mistakes, you can easily go over them again and correct them without having to show a lot of the line that was there before when you didn't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and draw his arms now. So we're basically just drawing kind of the same thing here. Draw his fur. Draws a little his fur around his face, you know. And now this is not a pretty drawing of Buddy, I'll admit. I'm just doing this quickly to, you know, a lot of my drawings actually take a long time to produce. That's the thing. So just bear with me here. And when drawing hands, all I do first is just draw a circle. You know, you don't worry about the hands yet. You're not at there yet. So now that you have a basic sketch down, and you can definitely see this looks a lot better than this. Now, what you want to do next is, you're not going over your final design just yet. You're going over the parts, or you're kind of blocking out or drawing over the parts of your sketch that you just did, but with a lot cleaner lines, not with refined lines. We're not at that level yet, or we're not there yet anyways. And to do this, you know, you kind of do the same thing with the line, but kind of put a little bit more pressure onto there. Now, this is not a very good drawing of Buddy, but it still works. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to lightly erase the entire thing. Now, you don't have to do this, but this is something I like to do when drawing characters, because that way, if you lightly erase it, you can kind of still see the lines, but at the same time, you don't have to erase it all the way. You can still see some of the lines, so that way you can go ahead and draw in the final parts. So now you actually have a guide to finish your drawing. But the thing is, this is something in the department of the cell animators. This is what they would do when working on a high movie production or a TV show or whatever. They would go over the lines of the animators and draw them, you know, draw right over the lines of the animators and draw them clean, add color, yada, yada, yada. But this is mainly to show, you know, I'm just kind of mainly showing the drawing here, or I'm showing the refined lines on this drawing, and I'm just going to go ahead and, well, I didn't draw a sculpture for the hand, so let's do that real quick. So what we're going to do for the hand now is we're going to create like a little bump on top of the hand, and create something, you know, there, create a little circle there, and then create something like a mitten. You know, you're creating a mitten when you're doing something like this. So anyways, what you want to do next is you want to go ahead and draw the fingers, draw the hand like so. Now this is not a very good hand either, but I'll try to make it as good as possible. Erase that. Lightly erase it. You don't have to erase it all the way, like I said before. And go ahead and create some refined lines for this hand. Create the base of his hat here, some eyebrows. And you could definitely see this looks a lot more alive and way better than this. This is something that you want to avoid. You know, when you're doing this sort of thing, just drawing straight, you know, from memory, trying to go over the outline of the character and drawing the features of the character with a finished line, it's not going to look good at all. You want to make sure that your characters pop out of the page and look like they have a 3D form. And with enough practice, you can accomplish stuff like this. Now, this is a little drawing I did of Buddy and Fred. They're just kind of freaking out or something. They're not freaking out, but they're just kind of, something just startled them or something. You can actually see a bit of the lines that I was doing, or I was using construction lines on. And you can totally see right now there are some finished lines on them. And so, you know, it kind of starts off with the head, really, and then going from there and drawing more shapes, drawing more lines, and then once you get a skeletal structure going, then you can go ahead and create more then you can create the lines that are clean. So that's all I really have to say about drawing or improving your art with characters anyways. So next time I'm planning to do a video about probably solid drawing and gesture, maybe. I'll even draw a tutorial about how to draw mouths, eyes, faces in general. But if you guys want this video and you want to follow my channel, please consider clicking the subscribe button and following my channel and stuff. I'm actually really trying to build a following here with my channel and stuff. Trying to introduce these characters more, trying to introduce what I've learned more to the world. And I know I've been losing a lot of subscribers lately, so I'm trying to get them back up again. So if you like this video, be sure to share this with your friends, be sure to subscribe, and, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you later.